So we had an 11-game slate in the NBA on Monday night. Let's talk about it. Now, LeBron, I know you said you want to play all 82 games this season, but after your performance last night, you may need to take a night off. Now, the Lakers were cooking in the first quarter. AD was going off. But it seems like towards the end of the first half and then the rest of the game, it's like the Lakers just tailed off and they ended up losing to Phoenix. The Jazz and Mavericks game was marred by a gruesome injury to second year player Taylor Hendricks. Here's what the Utah Jazz head coach had to say about it.
We're going to do our best as a group to just continue to show him and his family some love and support during this. But I'd say right now he's probably just a little bit shocked. But
The NBA world is sending our thoughts, our prayers to you, Taylor, for a safe and speedy recovery, man. Jalen Green went off for 36 in the Rockets win versus the Spurs. After the game, he was asked what his confidence can do for the Rockets team, and he said, "Get us to the playoffs." Now, I believe that. I think that the Rockets can be a sleeper team out west, right? They have the young talent, the right pieces, a good head coach. The key is, can they play consistently through the entire season? So this is what it took for the Nuggets to get this win versus the Raptors, right? It took the Joker to drop 40 in back-to-back games, right? And it also took them overtime to get that win. Now, no shade to the Raptors, but what's really going on with the Nuggets? They've been struggling all season. It's like the Joker has no help on offense. It's like he's doing it all. Like he had 40 against the Raptors. I think he had 40. I forgot who they played the other night, but he had 40 against them. He hit with like with 7, 8, 9 threes or something like that. What's really going on? Like if you think about the Nuggets, these past couple years they've been team oriented, but it's like now it's like all that momentum has shifted to the Joker. Like what's really going on? So the number one and number two picks of this year's NBA draft faced off against each other in Atlanta, right? It was underwhelming. I didn't really care about this game. I mean, the Wizards got the win, but it was very underwhelming to say the least. Shouts out to the Cavs, man. They off to an early 4-0 start to this season. Now, in my opinion, maybe I'm tripping, but I think that the Knicks took a step back. I understand they got Cat, but I don't know, man. I think they're going to take a step back this year. They're going to be a playoff team, but they took a step back, in my opinion. Somebody, anybody, will y'all please send Cade Cunningham some help or get him out Detroit? Like, seriously. This man is putting up good numbers, but they go on the waste because it seems like the Pistons, they play good in the game, but they can't finish it out worth nothing. I feel bad for you, Cade. I really do. I think Giannis was right the other day when he called out the Bucks saying that they don't have an identity, right? Now they went up against the Celtics in an Eastern Conference powerhouse meeting in Boston, right? Now they played good, but it seems like that third quarter for Boston turned around and it helped them get that 11-point win. Now I know it's early in the season, but the Bucks need to get it together because their championship window is slowly but surely closing. It's like this team does not have a proper identity. Is it Giannis's team or is it Dame's team? What's really going on in Milwaukee? Paulo is one of them ones. Like, let's be real. Let's talk about him. I know he plays in Orlando and his games are not nationally televised a lot, but he's one of them ones, man. He dropped the first 50 piece in the NBA this season. He had 37 at halftime. Now, granted, the Magic almost lost this game. It took a big fourth quarter for the Magic to win, but Paulo is like that. He's really one of them ones. I know the Grizzlies were without John Morant, but they should have won this game. They were up by 20 points, and they let the Bulls come back and beat them in Memphis. Like, come on now. I feel like Memphis is another team that's missing something. They have the pieces, but I feel like early on this season, they're not capitalizing worth nothing. The Kings get their first win of the season, beating the Portland Trailblazers 111-98. Is it me, or is it still weird that DeRozan is a part of this team now? I ain't gonna lie, I feel like his presence is not really there like that. But y'all let me know what y'all thought about Monday night's 11 game NBA slate. Let me know what you thought about everything in the comments.